Okay, this is the appointment subcommittee for Wednesday, February 6th. Can I have, let's see, we had the minutes from the 13th. It was the Wednesday between January, what was the date on those minutes? Was it the 13th?
Oh, good.
I feel like it's the 13th. Because that was the meeting that we had. Pretty sure it was the 13th.
Wasn't the 16th?
Maybe.
It's a Wednesday.
Yeah.
The 16th.
Maybe, yeah. So that was the minutes that he sent? Okay. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes of January 16th? Yeah, January 16th.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, motion passes. Okay, the next thing on our agenda is the Telecom Advisory Committee with the nomination of Stan Diamond with the term expiration of 2021, I believe. And I personally know Stan. I am on the board of directors of Easthampton Media with Stan. He's very bright, very knowledgeable about this topic, telecommunications in general. But more importantly to me is that he is very engaged in this community. Like, he is on things and deeply involved, which I totally appreciate. So I think Stan is good to go for this committee. I never did public speak. I'll get back to you in a second. I'll take a motion to approve the nomination of Stan Diamond to the Telecommunications Advisory Board with the term expiration of 12/31/2021 and move that to the full council for this evening. I'll take a motion.
So you don't want us to say anything?
Oh, I'm sorry. I will take that off the table. And any discussion?
Yes. Okay. Thanks. That's why I didn't say it. I just had a conversation with Councilor Peak because he knows him. Stan even mentioned him in his application. So I wish Tom to talk about him, and basically he said exactly what you said. That he's really engaged in the community. He's a great guy. I mean, I met him a few times because he record here a few times for us. I think he is a great add for the Telecommunication Advisory Committee. That's what I just want to say. I agree with you, but I just want to make a comment.
I apologize. That's my bad. Councilor McCoy? Did you have any?
Nothing to say.
Now I will take a motion to approve Stan Diamond to the Telecom Advisory Committee.
So move.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed, abstained. Motion passes. Awesome. So I'll switch now to public speak. We have Councilor, what's your name? Bill Lynch here. Did you have anything you'd like to speak to?
No, I was going to, I know Stan Diamond too, and I was going to vouch for him in public speak time, but...
If it got a little dicey on the
yeah, I
vote?
didn't know. He's a great guy. So.
No, he is. Okay, good. He'll be happy to know that it has been moved to the full council, because he was certain that he was already in. And I kept reminding him, oh no, you're not yet. Okay. The last thing that I wanted to just run past you guys was, we've been talking about just the form for people who are requesting to be on committees, and also people who are requesting to be reappointed to committees. So in a very simplistic manner, and with the help of Lindsay Mailer in the mayor's office, we just have 3 versions of what the mayor originally sent us. I believe I sent you guys copies of that, as well as, I think, Northampton and some others. And we talked about it with the mayor a couple of weeks ago on things that we maybe would put in, maybe wouldn't put in. We kind of all reached agreement that things like, are you a voter, are you a resident of Easthampton, should not be included. We can still talk about that. I'm a little bit on the fence, but for this, I'm okay, because I know the mayor wanted it to be very simplistic, easy to get on a committee, not real burdensome. So with that in mind, I'll let you look at these. So this one that we'll call A is the one that the mayor sent us and that I sent you. B adds it's just visual. that this is for renewals down here. And then we added the tagline of, once this form is submitted, it becomes a public document. If there is information you do not want open to the public, please do not include it on this form. So that's that one. And this one, a really minor change. The mayor liked, what do you hope to bring to this board or committee? I liked, what skills and experience do you hope to bring to this committee? The remaining being the visual and the tagline. So really the question on the table is, do we think we need to call this out separately? We can do it differently. Yep. And what are our thoughts about the tagline? About public document? And I am not gifted in the Word document editing. And Lindsay basically did this, so the format is not uber important, just the information.
I like this one.
With the skills and experience one?
Yeah.
Well, I like the idea of it, but although I don't want someone who feels like, oh, I'm not experienced enough to be on that. Well, I don't.
Oh, that's right, we did talk about
So
that.
I'm just wondering if, but I don't mind adding it. So if we could combine the two, what
You hope-
ambitions for the committee or skills, we just add that to it.
So that if they're like, well, I don't know.
Yeah, but if it says if you know.
What's the other phrase of that one?
Yeah, what does it say? What do you hope to bring to this board? Cookies.
You're in! So kind of what are your aspirations, skills, and/or experience? Man, that's a little lofty.
But I think you're on the track there. I mean, just something that the first thing they see is an experience or skill. Just something that says,
Welcome. You can be on this.
That's right. You need no skills or experience.
So we could go, what do you hope to bring to this board or committee? Or specific skills or experience?
Yeah.
Or to this committee, or specific skills and experience.
Yeah. As long as the first one gives someone just enough that all they have to say is, I want to be involved.
Right, and that's enough, yeah. Okay. All right, so the wording would be, what do you hope to bring to this board or committee, or how about, or any specific skills or experience if you were appointed, or any other specifics, or any specific skills.
Pertinent skills.
Relevant.
Relevant.
Yeah.
Relevant. Thank you for whispering.
Thanks for coming.
Okay, so what do you hope to bring to this board or committee, or relevant skills and experience if you are appointed?
No, it's like this.
Or how about, what do you hope to bring to this board or committee if you are appointed? Tell us about any relevant skills or experience you may have.
that's good.
And that's like,
okay.
if you just want to say, I want to get involved, but if you have something else to tell us, we'll
Right,
take that too. Okay. Okay, so do we want to vote on C as I've amended it? Or do you want to wait until I retype this up and then we'll vote on it and bring it to the full council? How do you feel about that?
I'm okay voting now for that.
Because I
With the
know,
amendment.
I feel like Barbara's going to immediately want this copy to put into the minutes and the record and everything else. But I would like to clean this up, but do you think we need to do that?
I mean, to me, there's no urgency, so I want to clean it up, get a final
Okay.
version.
All right, so we won't vote on that tonight.
So I did follow up with Well, actually, I meant to go to Ashley, and
The
I talked to
email?
Lindsay, yeah, and Alan, I guess, and I talked about, remember, having like a board and committee email, city email address. They were concerned that questions for the mayor or boards or committee could just get stuck out there, and people forgot to look, and this and that. So they were kind of open to, how about there's like a boards and committee that, you know, goes to Lindsay, and so they always see them first. So there's still an option where there's a boards and committee, but they would rather it sort of go through the mayor's office, so making sure that no email doesn't get lost somewhere, doesn't get addressed. And then they also said, Alan said they were putting together a detailed spreadsheet of everyone on a committee, their contact information, so that if we wanted, you know, if we have a bunch of appointments and we said, why don't you take 3, I'll take 3, you take 3, you know, we can all have a way to contact the people.
Okay.
So those were 2 ways we would, you know.
So go back to the first one where the emails would flow through the mayor's office?
Yeah, so
Would they go to Lindsay directly?
Right. No, maybe, so I don't think her
Or
name would be
mayor
on
at-
it. Right, but maybe whatever email address we would come up to, initially go to her email.
Okay.
So that she can always see them and maybe forward them to us or whatever.
Okay.
But she's afraid that if they may create this email and they don't know if some chair is not paying attention, there's someone's asking, they feel frustrated because they're not being answered, they're not getting a reply back from the city, so.
So we could go to Lindsay and say, Lindsay, we need to have some information from the chair of this committee and maybe a couple of names or phone numbers for a couple of people on the committee. Can you get that for us?
Right.
She would get us that information. We reach out to them, or
Yeah,
the
I mean,
whole committee.
Right, I mean, I think part of the idea was that spreadsheet should have every information we need on it. So if we needed to reach chair of whatever committee, it should be there.
Yeah.
So that theoretically, but then again, you know, it would be it's easier to reach out, send someone a quick email, you know. The email addresses have you seen this spreadsheet, this magical spreadsheet yet?
I have not, but the thing that, who was telling me, I feel like somebody was telling me that email addresses for some of these folks are non-existent.
Yeah, right.
Maybe you were telling me. But I think where they have them, there will be some.
Right.
But it's not like a mandatory field.
Right, okay. For the next meeting, let me follow up again with Lindsay on the email thing, and Lindsay and Alan.
Okay. Under construction. I didn't have anything else on the agenda for today. Does anybody have anything they'd like to talk about that's not on the agenda? Actually, you're about the only one that could. But
I don't think so.
I think that was it.
So we're getting the new CRC today.
Yes.
To be sent for the 20th.
Right. And so that'll be the next meeting.
The 20th.
I think there might be a couple, are there some other random ones?
Yeah.
Too?
And they're coming through individually now. It was really strange. I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah,
Is that so that they could put the application on the back?
I think so. And I don't know, are any of them reappointments?
There wasn't, I
They're
didn't see an
definitely
asterisk there.
separating the new from the reappointments.
Right.
But,
He was separated by committee, so this committee had these people, this,
Oh.
this.
they must be getting organized in a completely
I don't
different
see
way
any
then.
reappointment.
No.
Oh, okay.
So they must be doing it by committee or some other internal, because I know Lindsay was telling me they're trying to
Okay, yeah.
get their ducks in a row too.
11 for the community relations.
Yeah,
Committee,
so,
old
yeah.
or new.
Yeah. She used to put an asterisk, right, if they were, or used to make some designation.
Sometimes they are changing.
Yes.
It's not the way it used to be. All right, anything else we want to talk about?
Nope.
All right, I will take a motion to adjourn.
So move.
So moved.
Second.
I mean,
Yeah, what he said.
unless I said it. But I'll vote yay.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, abstaining, motion passes. Thank you very much.